Hey guys, it's Front Row Joe hanging with a good friend of That Just Happened, Jeff Pilson. Jeff, thanks so much for your time.
Well, thank you. Good to be here.
Awesome. And right now, we're on the Juke Box Heroes Tour. What a great tour package with Whitesnake.
You're on the tour too? Wow, that's weird because I'm on that tour. But yeah.
I thought I recognized you.
Yeah.
But also Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening. Old friends, new friends. How's it been hanging out with everybody?
Mostly all old friends because I go back. I mean, with Jason, obviously. Jason was how I ended up in Foreigner because we were in the movie Rockstar together. The Whitesnake guys, I mean, Reb Beach was in Dokken for a while in the 90s. And I mean, I've just been friends with these guys forever. Joel, helped us out a few years ago. It's Michael Devin I was his landlord for a while. That's how small a world this is. So, no, this has been such a fun tour. I mean, talk about three excellent bands to have with each other. It's really great.
Yeah, awesome for sure. Very excited about it. So you with Foreigner are always on the road. You guys are always touring. How has life on the road changed now that you're 6 months out from 60?
How has it changed? Well, I mean, for Foreigner, it's better because, as the band grows, the comforts around us grow, but that doesn't make it any easier to be on the road as much as we are. Still difficult missing the family and still, difficult being away from home this much. I mean, fortunately, I'm with a great band where the songs are great, the guys are great, management's great, we all get along, we all have fun. So in that respect, I mean, if I'm going to be here, this is the greatest situation it could be. But it doesn't make it any easier. It's still tough. It's still tough.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of sacrifices for not only you, but family, like you said, to have you away. But let's talk about a bucket list item for you coming up in October. You guys are headed over to Australia, playing the Sydney Opera House.
Right.
And then right after that, you jump on a boat for a cruise, a Foreigner headlining cruise, which you've done that before, correct?
We have, yep. We've never done, I mean, I'm not sure, I think this is going to be very similar to the other ones we've done. I believe we're doing one next year as well. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the way of the future. It sort of makes sense. People in the age group that likes Foreigner have the disposable income to do cruises, so why not? It's kind of a cool situation. I mean, you sort of get contact with fans on cruises that you don't get in an ordinary situation. And I know there's some artists that don't like that, but I actually do, and it's actually very, very cool. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, that leads into the next question is, what's your favorite aspect of a music festival on the high seas?
My favorite aspect, well, you know what my favorite aspect is that it's really convenient to go see the other bands. If you want to go see somebody else, it's not that far. I remember we did one and got to see Paul Rodgers, and it's it was awesome. He was amazing, and so things like that make it fun. And I forget who else is on this cruise, but I know there's a couple of people that
Romantics.
Oh, I didn't remember that. Is Grand Funk on that one too?
I think so.
Okay, maybe they're on the one coming up next year. Anyways, but there's some bands that I really want to see, so it's cool.
And you mentioned it. I mean, you're there with the masses. You're eating, you're drinking, whatever. It's a confined space. You can't go anywhere, really. I mean, back to your stateroom unless you want.
Really good swimmer.
So, being in that confined space and you're kind of opened up to your everyday activities, are there any crazy fan stories that you have from being on one of those cruises?
Not from being on a cruise. No, you know what? They're generally pretty respectful. I mean, if they're going to go to the trouble of doing a cruise like that, they're not going to be. They're going to kind of know what the deal is. And they also, I mean, we are there to entertain, and part of it is to interact. And, that's kind of one of the attractions for people to do it. So, I mean, you're able to get away enough so that you can have your own space when you need it. But, when I'm out there and, if people want to come up and talk, that's what I'll do.
Yeah, but no camera phones over the stall and, hey, Jeff, how's it?
Not yet. I'm going to remember that now, and that's a terrible visual you just gave me, but okay.
Word on the street, Super Stroke. What's the deal? Spill the beans, man.
Well, the first thing I'll tell you is we are going to change the name. And it looks like it's going to come out in April of 2019. The record is actually done. It hasn't been mixed yet. That's going to start soon.
And is that are you doing the honors?
No, I don't do the mixing. Thank God. No, we actually have a wonderful guy by the name of Alessandro Del Vecchio is going to be mixing, and he's really great. And he's over in Italy. But anyway, but the record is done. I'm really excited about the music. So is the label. We are going to do our best. For those of you who don't know, it's George Lynch, Mick Brown, and myself from Dokken, and Robert Mason from Warren Singing. So anyways, we are going to do our best to try and figure out a way to do some shows somehow, somewhere, hopefully close to the release date. That's a goal. It's never easy because Foreigner tours so much. But that is a big goal, and we're very, very excited about it. The record just came out amazing. I mean, the singing and playing on it, wow.
Awesome. Well, we certainly can't wait.
I can't wait either.
Yeah, awesome. So we didn't get a chance to talk about it last time. We were a little rushed, so I wanted to ask you this time, in such a long, storied, and eclectic career, what that just happened moment stands out to you?
Well, let's see. Meeting Ringo Starr, that was a moment where.
And where was that?
It was at a big house in Beverly Hills, and actually, you went in this direction, so I'll follow through. I was waiting to use the bathroom, and who walks out of the bathroom that I'm standing there waiting to use but Ringo Starr, and I stuck out my hand and I said, and we kind of looked at each other like, you washed it, right? That kind of thing. But then we shook hands, and he's a really amazing guy. I've actually met him a few times since then. He was even at my house once, which was pretty cool. But that moment I'll never forget that because I was not expecting that.
Those are some of the best ones, right?
Some of the best ones, yeah.
So, I have to ask you this too, again, eclectic career. Can you say that just happened in the voice of Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat?
That just happened.